Hey everybody, welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope you are all doing well and taking care of yourselves. Today is a really good day. I'm feeling super excited and super happy. We all know that Beetlejuice, my mangrove snake, has been having some difficulties getting started eating. I could not figure out what it was that he was craving, being that he is potentially, well, not potentially, he is wild caught. They could be eating, lizards or small birds, bird eggs, slugs, those type of things. So there was a large variety of food that he probably needed to get going. And so we've just been trying to figure that out. He's been here for about almost 2 months now, and that's been a little bit stressful, more so for my partner. She's just like, he's gotta eat. He's been here for like 2 months. She got sherbet. He's been eating like a champ. She just like, he needs to eat. And I haven't really been stressing about it too much. I do know there were multiple things. I figured it was going to be hard to get him to get going eating. I do still need to get him to a vet because finances keep happening. But I do need to get him to a vet, which is going to happen as soon as I get paid the first of this next month. But either way, we need to figure out what it was that he was going to eat. What is it that he wanted to eat? And so I had planned on, I sent Ashley out yesterday, and the plan was to get like 3 or so pinky mice or rats and like try to dip some in some chicken eggs, as well as to get some frog legs and try those. But when came time for her to go, I actually ended up reaching out to the reptile store that she's going to get the rodents from, or not the reptile store, the store that she's going to get the rodent from, and asked them, because I had reached out a while back when I first got Beetlejuice, and asked them if they had anoles, and they were out, and everywhere was out of anoles, or something happening with the anole breeder. And nobody could get a nose in. And so it's just been a thing. But I actually decided to reach out and try it one more time to see if maybe they had gotten any nose in. And it turned out they had just gotten some in a couple of days ago, and they still had some left over. So when Ashley went, I actually told her to get those instead of the frog legs. Just try that first. So she got these 2 little itty bitty nose. They gave her the smallest ones. I think he could have easily done bigger, but I think they were thinking he was feeding something small. Either way, we got the 2 anoles, and we put them inside of, I put them inside of Beetlejuice's tub, and let me tell you, those little suckers are fast. Those little suckers are so small and so fast. I had like put them in the bottom of the thing, and then like 2 seconds, like the second after I put them in and like reached for the lid, they were like already hopping up, trying to get out of the top. It was a thing. But I got them in there pretty easily. It wasn't without much hassle, without anybody getting out. We had to chase down this little tiny lizard. And then I ended up later having to come back to get the mice in. I meant to put the mice in, or the rodents in with it, but I got the lizards in first, and then by that point I was like concerned about opening the lid again. They were like right there, so I had to kind of wait for them to start wandering a bit, getting away from the door, which they did. And so I got the mice in there, and then I left. And as much as I wanted to like continue to wait and watch, I came back later on night. Beetlejuice was out and about roaming. I did try to take my flashlight and look up in there, but he kind of like started slithering back towards his hide, and I didn't want to scare him out of his thing. So I was just like, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna watch you. And so I stepped back and let him do his thing. And I woke up this morning, and I took the flashlight when he was in his hide, and I looked around the lid trying to look for the lizards. Couldn't find the little geckos, and finally I got brave enough to just take the lid off and just see what we could find. And I pulled out one little thing at a time, one little plant at a time, vicariously, hoping that this little tiny lizard doesn't come jumping out and I'll have to chase it around the room. But everything I lifted did not yield any results, and there is not a single gecko left, or a knoll left in the enclosure. There was 2 very tiny ones, and I did look in Beetlejuice, but because these were so small, I don't actually see a physical body lump, like a very big noticeable anything. So chances are he 100% ate them. Like, there's no chances about it. He ate this, he ate them. He ate the anoles, and I'm very excited about it. It doesn't leave a very large noticeable anything because they were still very small, but at least we know what he eats, and that he did eat them. And unless, which I doubt it, because I did put a lot of heavy stuff on top of this thing, this lid, because I was like, these are very tiny. They could get out of these lids. So I put a bunch of heavy stuff around the edges of the lid so that they wouldn't get out. So, and I'm not seeing anything anywhere outside of my room. I don't see any possible way that they could have gotten out. So natural confirmation is that Beetlejuice has eaten the two little lizards that went in there, and I'm very excited because that means that I at least know a food source, and if a nose or what I'm going to get him to eat, then that's what's going to happen for right now. I would like to try scenting you with a nose and see if we can get some like rat scented, some rodent scented, but I'm also completely willing to accept if he's just never like, nope, I'm not going to touch anything that's not a lizard. But I do want to try other things in the future. I know for sure now that a nose are a thing that he eats. When I go to the Reptile Expo in January, I'm going to have to really put extra time into looking around and seeing if there's any anole breeders, because it doesn't look like having a supply here regular is going to be a thing. So I also think I might have to look into the future about breeding my own, but I have heard that anoles are hard to breed, so maybe not. But either way, I'm going to go to the Reptile Expo and see if there's anybody there who just has a whole bunch on hand. I also want to see if maybe if he'll eat a frozen thawed one. Maybe there's somebody out there who has frozen thawed anoles or other type of lizards that are passed away, or maybe if I need to, I can reach out. Maybe there are people around here who breed leopard geckos or something who, you know, deaths happen a lot, so maybe they can like pass over or sell me their like the dead babies or whatever, something. So I'm very excited. We have gotten Beetlejuice to eat. It does look like lizards are a thing that he's all about. The nose did the job, so I'm gonna just kind of have to figure out a regular source of a nose. This is definitely one of the challenges of an animal like this, is that they do eat things outside of rodents, and then the issues of how much more those things are going to cost, as well as actually finding a regular resource for those things, is a thing that makes these animals kind of a challenge, but I'm totally willing to accept it. I do know a place that can 100% get frog legs, which I would still like to try, because if he can eat frog legs, then I'll definitely know how to access frogs and frog legs and the such on a regular basis. It's just the lizard thing, the anoles and any other type of lizards that I could possibly feed him that could become problematic to find with how hard it was for me to get just these few anoles. So, but yeah, I am going to probably jump back on the anoles that's left at the reptile store and see if we can get those snatched up real quick and just kind of have them ready to go for feeding. And see what happens, and we can get this bad boy pumped up. But I'm very excited. I'm so happy that we got him to eat, you guys, and I couldn't even hold back anymore. I definitely wanted to get this video up. I know there's already been a video posted, but it wasn't on the one of me talking, so this video will be a video of me talking. Anyway, you guys take care, love yourselves, love your loved ones, love your reptiles, and you guys keep spreading those herbs.